try this again. Jesus. All right, let's try this again, man. Round three. So bad, dude. Maybe. We're going to try again, man. We're going to try again. We'll see if this one works. We will see if this one works, man. I don't know if it's... I think it's my internet, correction. I think it's my internet. Yeah, I think it's my internet connection. What's up, Santan Valley Arm Wrestling? What's up, man? This is it. 1 hour live stream. I'm going to end it off today at 7 p.m. my time, so in just under 50 minutes. I wasn't supposed to live stream, but we're going to make it happen today. So we are going to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's see if this helps. This should have helped. There we go. We got 5 people in here so far. Let's try this. We'll see what's up. See what's up. Got Garrett in the chat. We got Santan Valley Arm Wrestling. Just finished filming a video today. Super pumped about it. It's the episode, I think, 3, Road to Nationals, and it is my 3 things that I am going to be incorporating this year moving forward that I think is going to help me do well at Nationals. So stand by for that video. That should be out, I'm hoping, Tuesday morning. Could be wrong. I might record my next practice pull so I can dissect my movement. Good idea. Yeah, I would do it, man. That's why I like to film things. It's a good way to look back. You know, see what you're doing if your training's proper. But I am a huge component of filming, rewatching, and just trying to understand if you are in a losing position while you're losing. And just every time you feel like you're weak in an area, just train that area a little bit more. And we got 6 people in here. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I don't think we're going to beat a record tonight, but it's looking like there's a small chance. We might smoke a record. Smoke a record? Can we say that? Let's try that. Smoke a record. All right. Miss Nichols. Is it too hard to increase 5 kg on the Devon Pro Nation lift? Oh, sorry, I fucked up the name. I'm sorry. Miss Nicholas. Is it too hard to increase 5 kilograms on Devon Pronation lift? It is difficult. If there's the pronation lift is one of the more difficult ones, and it's like the back pressure lift. Yeah, think of it this way: if you were trying to get better at, let's say, bench press, or let's just say, I don't know, deadlift, something like that. Yes, then adding on 5 kilograms pretty easy, but when you're talking about such a small muscle, it's very, very difficult because, like, your biceps only this big. Your biceps only this big. Your triceps only this big. When you're doing like chest press or bench, you have all this up here. Of course, everything in the back. It's such a big compound. So don't feel bad, of course, if just don't feel bad if you're only increasing by like 1 or 2 kilograms at most. Yeah. Hopefully that made more sense, though. One sec here. I'm just doing some tings. Give me a sec here, boys. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Un segundo, mis amigos. Un segundo. Vamos. Nope, not right now, dog. Not right now. All right. We are back. Because I did 45 kilograms. Oh wait, sorry. I'll get to that. I was told my cup is my weak spot, so I had been putting some time into those lifts. Yeah, look, that's the thing in arm wrestling, man. The only way you get better is by getting in weaker positions. I do apologize. The dog's going crazy, and if it does get annoying, I'm gonna shut the door here. But yeah, when it comes to weak positions, like, look, let's just say I'm mainly a top roller. If I lose because my top roll, I ended up in a hook, I'm going to start training hook a little bit more, but I'm still going to stay primarily on my top roll. So it's normal. And that's how you grow, right? Like, it's not a linear path to the top. As soon as you lose, you recorrect some, you get back on track, and then you get pressed. Then you practice for that, then you keep practicing. So, yeah. I'm going to kill my dog. Don't those forearm muscles heal faster than the big ones? Sorry, I'm script the chat. Okay, Miss Nicholas. Hey, by the way, everyone, throw your location in the chat. I want to know where you guys are coming from. I know a couple of people in here. I have some new people in the chat, so shout out your city, shout out your state, shout out your country down below. Let's go. Let's do it up. Let's go. Also, if you haven't subscribed and you are enjoying the content or you're just having a good time, just like the video. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want. Just like the video. We have 10 people in here and only 3 likes. So we got to help out the algorithm, get it going. I'll answer all of your questions. Miss Nicholas says, because I did 45 kilograms some months ago, I reached 50 kilograms just now after like 6 months of bulking and intense training. Yeah, look, 50 kilograms on a pronation lift is a lot of weight, man. Yeah, 50. Yeah, that is 50. Okay, yeah. So 50 kilograms in general is a lot. A 5 kilogram increase is significant. So, you're not going to gain 20 kilograms in 2 months. It just unfortunately doesn't work that way. You're talking about such a small muscle, like literally this here in your wrist. You're not talking about a big compound lift. Garrett says, don't those forearm muscles heal faster than the big ones? Are you talking like this compared to like the chest back? I mean, you could argue if you overwork any muscle, obviously it's going to take some time, but you just got to heal up. I don't consider one takes much more longer than the other, but you do use your hands all the time. So if you're able to ice those up, but I do have a video coming up Tuesday morning. I filmed it today. I'm hoping it's released Tuesday morning. It should be if all goes well, and it's the 3 things I am incorporating from now until nationals that are going to help me get to the next level that can help you guys. So seriously, stay tuned for those. Bob Anderson, did you watch Henry hold 2 pounds for 12 hours? What? No, I didn't see that, dude. No, I didn't see that. That's crazy. Agnish with 4 hearts. That's my girlfriend. I love you too. Thanks for tuning in. By the way, she's not home, so I'm getting some support from somewhere else. Yo, we only have Brazil in the chat. Where's everyone at? Yo, throw your locations down below. Don't leave the new people hanging here. I haven't seen Miss Nicholas in the chat before. I know we have British Columbia in here, and I know we have some places from the United States. So shout out there you go. You see, now we're fucking talking. Let's go. We have Brazil. We have Wyoming. Let's go. Miss Nicholas, arm wrestling is probably going to enter the Olympics in 2028. I saw the notice that they're discussing that right now. Wow. Yes, that is correct. I was supposed to be part of the Team Canada team going to Costa Rica and Buenos Aires, Argentina. I say I was supposed to. It was more me thinking I was going, and then I never ended up going and went to Vegas instead. But there was talk in private conversations that they're in the midst of building a team that could eventually go to the Olympics, which would be insane. So, yeah. I'm planning on going to World Championships in 2027 in Ottawa. I think that I'm going to aim. I mean, my life evolves around this right now, but I'm really going to try to place top 2 at nationals. I mean, I'd like to do that this year. But next year in 2026 would be, or 2027. Anyways, I'm going to do my absolute best to try to be able to compete at the Worlds. Big goal, by the way. Big goal. That would be so incredible. No words for that. Dude, I agree. Also, Miss Nicholas, um, I keep saying dude. There's a guy picture and there's a Mrs. on it, so I don't know if I'm saying anything properly, but I'm just going with the picture. You just correct me if I'm wrong. Not everyone is Michael Todd, LOL. Yeah, no, you can't just increase your PR every week. It doesn't work like that, and you'll hurt yourself. Santan Valley Arm Wrestling. Do you have any tournaments upcoming? Yes, I do. Provincials that are happening in 1 month and 3 days. So April 26th will be my next tournament. I do have a match coming up this Sunday, but I haven't been thinking about it much, to be honest. It's not really anything important on my end. Yeah. No disrespect to my opponent. He's a really strong guy. I just haven't thought about it much, and I totally forgot I had a super match coming up, to be honest with you. So I have a match this weekend, but it's not something where I'm going to come on YouTube and go, yo, I just won my super match. I'm going to the next level. Pat Burke, question. Did you mention in a previous video that you were on some growth hormone or a growth hormone inducing peptide? If so, which one and how are you liking it? Disregard if I misheard. Great job in Vegas, by the way. So I will answer your question. I am currently not on a human growth hormone of any sort, but I will be on soon, and I was on some leading up to Vegas. What I was taking, and look, I'm gonna just talk about this here in the chat. I'm not recommending anybody do this. This is just my own experience. If you want to try this on a rat or an animal, you're more than welcome to. You're allowed. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if you're allowed to, but don't. What I'm just saying is from my own personal experience. You guys take it for what it is. Yeah. But what I was taking, if you haven't heard of it, it's called MK677. It's a human growth hormone secretagogue. It essentially helps you produce more human growth hormone. It's not a SARM, which is a selective androgenic receptor modulator. They're kind of classified in that field, but it's not a SARM. But it's like if you were to go buy SARMs online, and this is not to purchase anything like Rad 140, Cardarine, Ostarine, LGW, what's the other one? Anyways, there's a bunch. You'll find MK677 in there, but it's not a SARM. It's its own thing. It's a human growth hormone secretagogue. So yes, I was taking it. And how was I liking it? So, like I said, nobody do what I was doing. It's not good. But in my experience, I gained some water weight, which, hey, look, I'm cool with because like I don't care. I take creatine all the time. Super good. Helps you sleep a lot. It helps you gain mass. So depending on the dosage you do take, you can gain anywhere between 2 to 7, 8 pounds roughly, or maybe like 1 to 4 kilograms over a long period of time, of course. Recovery is definitely quicker. But you could experience maybe a little bit of bloating with it, and you get very hungry on this. So what tends to happen is if, let's say, you take it earlier in the day, I don't know, after breakfast, you'll eventually get very hungry within, I don't know, a 2-hour window, 2 to 3 hour window. You'll feel like shaky hungry. You got to eat so much food, which is why it's good for gaining weight because you tend to eat more food. And then at some point you start to feel very laggy and tired. That's kind of really the only side effect. You're not supposed to dose this stuff at extremely long terms, and you're not supposed to dose this at a short-term period as well. So if you do it, I'm not the person to go to. Don't take my recommendation, but I would do for a minimum of 12 weeks, and I would go up to 2, 3, 4 months, go off for 4 to 5 weeks, and you could do it again, and you'll be safe. It doesn't fuck with your hormones. It doesn't do any of that. So hopefully that was a little bit of clarity. But like I said, this is only a tip of the iceberg. So if you actually want some very good information on this, just write in MK677 on Google, whatever you use, and you can find many resources there. There's a lot better information out there than just me talking out of my hoo-ha. So yeah, hopefully that made more sense. Pat Burke says he's in Seattle, Washington. So we have Wyoming, Brazil, Seattle, British Columbia. That's awesome. Round of applause. I'm more impressed that we have someone from Brazil in right now. That is fucking awesome. Also, out of curiosity, just because you're from Brazil, Miss Nicholas, how did you find my YouTube channel? Just out of curiosity. That's Brazil's quite a ways away. Gary Thomas, I wanted to get to attorney next month, but I don't have the cash to blow for a hotel and the drive, unfortunately. Yeah, no, the tournament thing is difficult, man. I completely understand it. Even someone, I struggle with this thing sometimes. I try to use these far out tournaments as an excuse to go spend money and travel. But the reality is, to drive anywhere, to fly anywhere, it's expensive, dude. It really is. So I completely understand you. I'm with you. I would love to be able to do this all the time. But one, I'm either going to be injured, or two, I just don't have the money to do it. So Santan Valley, Arizona. Here we go again. Wyoming. Wyoming, Brazil. Seattle, Arizona. Crazy. And British Columbia, of course. Hey, are you coming to Arizona State in June? So there are talks. I was just in talks with Tim Tamalaj. I do apologize. My dog's going wild. I would say, as of right now, a small chance I have a super match at the Arizona State Championships. Oh, I'm going to kill my dog. Not literally, but she's driving me insane. Pat Burke, appreciate the transparency. I'm familiar with MK677. Let's get a couple after polls in at provincials. Yeah, buddy, for sure. Let's do it up. So, Bob Anderson says, what is your current weight? I actually weighed myself today. This was about, let's say, maybe 2.5 hours ago. I've eaten about half of my calories for the day, and I was sitting at 214.5 pounds or something like that. So, take it with a grain of salt, because my weight fluctuates just like probably most of you guys throughout the day. Wake up maybe at 212 pounds, 211 and a half, and I can go up to 217 a day. So there's almost like a 5 to 7 pound weight difference throughout the day. Yeah. Whoop, we got 11 people in the chat. Let's go. Also, for those who don't know, new camera. You probably can't tell because the lighting, which is something that will be fixed. I know I talk about it a lot. The lighting isn't the greatest, but brand new camera on here. It's supposed to be pretty good quality. So I would argue it's definitely better than the phone I was using. Good evening, Blade. Thank you for tuning in the chat. Let's go. Drew, what did I miss? Yeah, we're just having a good time, man. I'm going to be on here for another 32 minutes to be exact. I wasn't supposed to stream tonight. I actually have a hockey game right now. It starts in 1 minute. I'm obviously not going to be playing. I figured I'd be streaming, chilling out for the evening, as had some arm wrestling training to do. So this vid from 2018. Nice. 2018. What do you mean? Oh, Team British Columbia. Yes. Team BC. Let's go. Oh. There was talk, I guess anything that's something that was interesting in the chat. There was talks about Olympics coming in 2028. I also did mention that I am planning on doing World Championships 2027. That's if I can get to that level. That's still 2.5 years away, really, 3 years away. But it is coming to Ottawa here in Canada. So my plan for the next 2 years, 25, 26, 27, for the next 3 years, build myself up to the top arm wrestler in Canada at my weight, and then qualify for World Championships for 2027. Oh, I was delivering orders in British Columbia early today. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. What? So you drive in here? Boulder City. What is Boulder City? I'm not too familiar. How long have you been doing arm wrestling for? So I've been arm wrestling. My first tournament was 2016 in the fall. So it'd be September, October 2016. And then I took a year and a half off. And then I did my first tournament back in 2019. So I arm wrestled. I hurt myself. I then took pretty much a year and a half off of like just training in the gym, arm wrestling, forearm stuff, nothing serious at all. And then I think late 2018, I found out a tournament was coming in the spring of 2019, or something like that. So about a year and a half off, and then I jumped back in at 2019. So if you want like legit arm wrestling years, like proper in tournaments, doing practices, 2016, 7 years total, but it's actually been a little bit longer than that since my first tournament. Garrett Thomas, did you see the Neil Pickup Brian Shaw arm wrestling video? I have not. No, I saw a thumbnail on it on YouTube, but I never clicked on it. I haven't really been watching a lot of Neil Pickup stuff. I don't really care too much for him, and I liked watching Brian Shaw when he was with Devin. It was kind of interesting, but for me to keep watching Brian Shaw's videos, in my opinion, it's a little cheesy. So I have stayed away from it a little bit. Teach their own opinion. It's all good. Blade says, nice play on World Championships. Yeah, still a ways away, but I still think I can make it. I just need a couple more years, and the future looks very bright. Looks very bright. I have some. Hey, speaking of that, I'm going to say something pretty cool here. You guys have to listen to me on this. It's super, super cool. I was watching a video yesterday, and I heard a quote that literally changed my life. Literally changed my life. And it's not someone I watch, but I think I'm going to start watching him a little bit more. Is Chris Bumstead. Now, I'm sure everyone in this chat has heard of him before, and if you don't know, he's just a very young, world's most famous bodybuilder, 6 Olympias. Anyways, I don't bodybuild. I don't really give a shit at all about it, but he did say a quote, and the quote goes as follows. You are not who you say you are. But you are what you repeatedly do. Think of that. You're not what you say you are, but you are what you repeatedly do. I can sit here and say, oh, I'm a professional arm wrestler, but I only compete twice a year. Or, oh, I'm a professional arm wrestler, but I only get on a table once a month. I'm a professional arm wrestler, but I don't take my sleep seriously. I'm a professional arm wrestler, but I don't know. I don't take care of my protein. I'm an entrepreneur, but I don't do any grind work on the side. Whatever the case is, whatever it is to you relative to your situation. So that opened my eyes. I'm actually going to get a banner. So I'm in the midst of planning the YouTube studio for the filming, where I film my my setup with the table. And of course, I want to have all my medals up. So all my medals, you don't really see them. They're sitting on that whole. They're literally sitting right over here. So I'm going to literally completely retransform the studio, and I want to get a banner that literally says you are not what you say you are, but what you repeatedly do. I think that's fucking awesome. Would arm wrestling in the Olympics be a massive double elimination tournament? I don't know, man. I really don't know. But you know what's interesting? If arm wrestling is going to be in the Olympics, they're going to have to test athletes. And unfortunately, 99% of athletes at a high level are all doing stuff. So it is what it is. I have no idea how they're going to go around that. But yeah, Ronan Long. Yo, let's go, dude. Let's go, dude. Welcome in the chat, my man. We got 13 people in here. Let's go. Have you done your East versus West predictions video yet? No. Do you want me to do one? Do you want me to? Let me just quickly go pull up the card. I wanted to take a quick look at this. But I do plan on streaming this Saturday. It's going to be a banger. Excuse me. Let's go see the card real quick. Events. Upcoming. Good. The cost has gone up $40. About time. They should be bringing these prices up. Where's the card? I know. Oh, East versus West 17. It should be right here. I already know most of the matches, but let's go take a quick look. Okay, starting from the bottom. Hunter Haas versus Mendagas Terasitis. Sharkovich versus Kacic. Can't say his name. Moranto versus Wood. Lowe versus Knopf. Terrier versus Craig Toulier. That's interesting. John Terrier from Canada. Let's go. Prudnick versus Merritt. Ungerbaya versus Kurdigali. Brisson versus Backman. Sarah Backman's coming back. Terasitis again versus Yanis Mullins, right hand. Sethkov versus Dave Chafee. We then have Kanai versus Berzink, Corey West, and Devin Lara. Yep. I technically could do a video on that, or I could probably come on stream even earlier. We can go through the predictions. I don't know. But one thing I do want to try to figure out for this week, the problem is I only have one monitor, and very soon I want to have several monitors on here, so when I'm streaming, you can have either different angles or you can actually see the scorecards and everything on the screen. It's next to Las Vegas to the southeast. Nice. Since Arden beat Auden so soundly, what do you think your chances are beating either? Well, I definitely think I can beat Auden. I'd put I put like 99.9% on me beating Auden. You guys be the judge. Artem Taranenko. I think Artem and I could be a fun match. I think Artem Taranenko. I think Artem still beats me, but I don't think we're that far off. I think we're pretty close, in my opinion. In my opinion, Damien. Is this Damien? Damien. I haven't seen you in the chat before. Where are you from, buddy? With the mirror glasses, LOL. Yes, I'll be wearing some glasses. I gotta figure that out. I gotta wear some aviators or something because I can't do the mirror thing. But yes, I will be streaming this Saturday. So if you guys want to tune in, I'm planning on streaming for like 7 hours. It's gonna be a long day. I highly recommend you tune in. Last time we had almost 2,000 people total who have joined in, and we had a peak of like 82 people. Something tells me we're gonna beat it this weekend. So if we can get over 82 people in the chat, fucking win. If we can get over 82 people in the chat, we can then go bombard someone else's chat. The Drew. That should help because a big chunk of people staying clean to compete in the Olympics then. Once people know there's another event to compete for outside of World Arm Wrestling Federation, then it will naturally boost it. Yeah. And honestly, it would be very interesting to see the Olympics, the best in the world at a natural level compared to other leagues where obviously 99% of people. Well, I can't say 100 because I think I know of one person who's natural, literally. The guy wouldn't even come close to a needle. But all right, Ryan Arm Wrestling says John Brezink, Matt. Who are you saying for Matt? Let me see. Oh, Matt Mask. Sorry. Yeah. That's what I thought. Matt Mask, Devin, Yanis, Valen, Prudnick, Jocelyn, John. Yeah, the Sarah Backman thing is interesting. You know what's funny? You want to hear something that's kind of like cringy to me? I don't know if I'm the only one who saw it, and I might get hate for this. I might not. But it's like Sarah Backman was at an event very recently, and she did a post. And look, first of all, I'm not going to hate on Sarah Backman. Actually, I think she's an awesome competitor. She's obviously very accomplished, 8-time world champion, done so many great things. Good for the sport, good for women. I'm not shitting on her. But one thing I found very corny and cheesy, and something I don't necessarily agree with 100%. She wrote on her Instagram, it was something along the lines like, I think she was supposed to be spectating an event or something like that, but then she wrote, here, I'm going to find it for you guys. Let me find it for you. No. Let me find it for you. I want to actually quote this. Unless if it's, oh no, it was, no, I think it was taken down. Well, not taken down, I think it was on a story. Anyways, point I'm getting to, she was at an event, was not supposed to be competing, because I would assume the level was much less than she was. And then in her quote, she's like, decided to compete last minute and I won this trophy. I think it was Arm Gods? No, I don't think it was Arm Gods. Decided to compete in this event last minute and I won this like really cool trophy. And all I'm thinking is like, you're probably way ahead of everybody else. And you know for a fact you were going to win no problem. I don't know exactly what the event was. It's like as if I showed up at an event in the middle of nowhere. Let's just say, I don't know. There were 6 competitors, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I knew they were not even close to my level. And I was just gonna go watch. But then I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh damn, I can win that trophy if I just go beat everybody because it's gonna be easy work. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna sign up because I'm just gonna get a trophy for sure. Yeah. I could have misinterpreted it wrong. She could have, I could have completely misunderstood this, but the way it sounded was she wasn't supposed to join the tournament because she had 0 plans to, which is okay. But when you're complete levels above people, you're literally an 8-time world champion and you're jumping into some random tournament to possibly just win a really cool trophy. I don't know. I don't know. You guys tell me. I don't want to be hating directly on her, but I just think that's not a good move to do. Last one was a good time. Yeah, but it was good. I'm from KY. I'm gonna assume that's I'm losing my mind. Kentucky? 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 Could I be wrong? Is KY Kentucky for the States? I don't know. I'm from Canada. We're supposed to be the 52nd state or the 53rd, whatever's going on. Kentucky, man. Yo, we got Kentucky, Wyoming, Seattle, Brazil, Sherbrooke, Quebec. We have British Columbia, and we have there was another one in the chat. Las Vegas for sure. There's another one. We got people from all over the place right now. 16 people. Boys, I just thought of something. We are my previous record in a chat, I believe, was 16 to 18 people in a live chat, just normal on a Sunday. We're this close to beating it. We're this close to beating it. That's insane. Ryan says, "Are you natty, my friend?" Meaning, are you natural? I am not natural. I am not natural. Sorry to break the news. Now, it's not something I'm going to go tell people. I mean, I'm very open about it. I don't want to really talk about it because I don't want to be giving the wrong impression, but I am not natural. Just know that. Yeah. But yeah, good question, man. It's good to be. You can hate on me. You can hate on me if you want. I don't talk about it just because I don't know. I know for a fact there's someone very young in the chat right now, and I would never recommend going down that route. I really don't recommend it for many reasons. I don't think I need to speak about it. But if it's something that maybe down the line you guys would like me to talk about what I'm taking, why I'm taking it, the dosages, all that stuff, I could possibly go there. But I don't think I'm at the stage of my YouTube career where I should be openly just talking about it for many reasons. It's not because I don't want you to know what I'm taking because you can be as strong as me. It doesn't work like that. Anybody could go get steroids and put it in their body. It doesn't mean you just get stronger. I think a lot of people have this misconception like, oh, he's strong because he's on steroids. Oh, okay. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Speaking of steroids, I'm actually going to start a poll right now. And I want your guys' opinion. So I want you guys to legitimately go vote in this. This is controversial. Do you think that most arm wrestlers are all right, guys. Send it. Go vote. Very controversial. Very controversial. Very controversial. Now, this is obviously a very open question. We're also, I'm pretty sure we're tied right now with the most record we've ever had on a live stream. I don't recall seeing more than 16 people on a live stream. It could be between 16 and 18, but I know for a fact we've never hit 20. So we're pushing right now. This is kind of cool. 7 votes in. We're rolling. Let's see. I mean, do I look natural? Oh, okay, let's keep going in the chat. I'm sorry, I got a little off topic here. So, Blade, I think it's cheap shot if that's what it was on Sarah playing last minute. Yes, that's exactly, my point of view on that. Is your name Marc-Olivier? I think your name is Marc-Olivier. Ottawa, let's go. So, like I said, we have I got to try to remember where everyone's from. We have Ottawa in the chat. Ottawa. We have Quebec. We have Brazil. We have someone from Brazil in the chat right now. That's fucking insane. British Columbia, Wyoming, Seattle, Las Vegas, Wisconsin. No, Wyoming, Wisconsin. Yes, I think let's take that one back. I know I probably missed a couple there, but we have people from everywhere in here. It's fucking awesome. We have 11 likes on the video, so seriously, thank you guys. So far, 14 people in the chat. We have 10 votes. Do you think most arm wrestlers are on steroids? 9 out of 10 think yes. It's crazy. The Drew. Canada can be the 51st state, and each province can be a county. Seems an easy change. Oh, dang. We have some controversy here. What do I have to do to get you down to Montana for a tournament? Billings have one coming up in September, and they have an international airport. Montana. How far is Montana from where I live? Yo, one sec, dude. Let's check this out. I should know I know my geography, but I'm looking like I just want to see how. Oh, geez, yeah. Actually, that's not really that far. Oh, Billings. Okay, let's do this here. Cheapflights.ca. Let's go take a quick look. Victoria. I'm looking for flights right now. Give me a sec. Victoria, British Columbia to Billings. Whoa. One sec. Billings, Montana. Yo, what's the dates, my man? September. Let's just pretend like we were leaving September. I don't know when the tournament is. We're just gonna pretend like we're leaving here. Yeah, let's go with that. All right, I'm looking right now. I'm gonna tell you what the price is, what it costs for me. That's a little bit pricey from now if I were to book. 17 people in here. I think if we get 18 people in, one more person, and we have officially have a record of the amount of people ever in this chat. So if you guys know any friends, family, people you don't like, shoot them a text, get them in here. We are one person away from an all-time record. I swear to God, we have never, I know it sounds crazy. I'm crazy, but I know it sounds crazy. We've never had 18 people, any more than 18 people in the chat. So we're waiting on one more person to come back in. So to get back to you, Garrett, what do I have to do to get you down to Montana for a tournament? I'm doing a little bit of traveling this year. Dominican in the fall, Regina for nationals, Washington State, I believe I'm going to hit in December, and then small chance I do Arizona State Championships this June. Small chance. I would hit that with a grain of salt. So yeah, I don't know. But look, I can promise you I'll be there at some point. I don't know if it's going to be this year, man. Unless I had a sponsorship that was going to send me there, I would do it. But how big's the tournament? Ryan Armwrestling says no hate, was just curious. Yeah, no problem, man. The Drew, Keanu getting pinned by me, a pure natty would make it that much sweeter. Dude, I get pinned by natties all the time. What's wrong with that? Make Vancouver Arm Wrestling Club full of super heavyweights again. That should be the MAGA hats. It's like M-A, what would it be? MVACFUCH. My 6 eggs a day is my booster. Dude, I'm a 6 eggs a day. I actually have you beat. Recently, I've actually have 7 eggs a day. If my girlfriend's in the chat, which there's a small chance she is, she'll be the first to claim. We bought 2 dozen eggs, not 2 dozen, sorry, 36 eggs, so 2 stacks of 18, and within like 3 or 4 days they were gone. And I thought she was eating a lot of them, but she has like 1 egg a day. Ronan, we got to pull up provincials. Yeah, we will, dude, for sure. We will, man. Ryan says most pro class tournaments for sure. Amateur, junior tournaments, probably not steroids. I agree to that. So, I mean, you'll always have someone in amateur at some point, somewhere that's doing it. But for the most part, the people that are high in the pros is where I would be looking. Now, I'm not telling you people that are in the top percentage of the pros are all on steroids. I'm not saying that, but I'm telling you, I'm on steroids. I'm not going to say what because it's not a place to talk about it right now. And I'm not preaching it. I don't recommend anyone do it, but I'm realizing the strength gap is pretty hard. It's crazy. So the Drew, if you mean all, like everyone that is in arm wrestling, not just the top pros and higher, then no. And what do you mean by most? 51% or more? Yeah, good question, Drew. I don't know. It's kind of a generic question. It was like I wanted to write it here in the post in the question thing, but I kind of meant to say like everyone at a high level. If it mean a world class level, at a national level, it's pretty surreal. Just my guess. Ryan says Blade look natural. Even though I look like a god, I look natural. Also crazy. How much beefier you looked compared to Mindy. Mindy? Who's Mindy? And you have 0 chance versus him. It's crazy how arm wrestling can be. Who's Mindy? Also crazy how much beefier you look compared to Mindy. I don't know who Mindy is. And you have 0 chance versus him. It's crazy how arm wrestling can be. Makarivi says, you should come to this one. Which one, bro? Which one, brother? Garrett Thomas, eggs are way too expensive now. Yeah, but the local farms, I think, are pretty cheap, no? Damien says eggs. Ryan, keep Canada its own country. God damn it. I agree with you, damn. 6 medium boiled is great, so the yolks are not solid. So much better. Add my salt and fresh ground pepper, habanero. I'm going to do a poll right now, and I need everyone to get in here. I am not a boiled egg kind of guy. I am a fried egg. So let's do this. How do you eat your eggs? You're either team fried or team boiled. It's a very serious question. If I get any team boiled on here, I unfortunately have to ban you. I have to shadow ban you. You have to get out of here, dude. Let's go, team fried for the win. 3. Should we celebrate? I think we should celebrate. Ronan, I'll see you in the 198 to 220 pro class. Yeah, buddy, let's do it. I'm coming for number 1 this year, my man. I'm coming for number 1. Considering I beat the number 1 guy in Vegas. So I'm coming to clean up. But yeah, hopefully you do well. That's going to be exciting. It's going to be a big class here. A lot of competitors. Yeah, man. Garrett Thomas, do most tourneys have after pulls, or is it just large state provincials that do? I think most tournaments do for the most part. I mean, an after pull is more of a people just getting together and arm wrestling just for fun and then filming it and calling it an after pull. Really, that's really what it is. But for the most part, I look forward to the after pull because then, I mean, look at a tournament. Everyone, for the most part, is pretty serious. They're all excited to get on stage. But as soon as the tournament's over, all the people that waited, like not the ones that went home, they all just rush to the table. And it's instant arm wrestling. That's pretty fascinating. Also, team fried eggs is winning. We have 7 votes in the chat. Do you live in Canada, or did you used to live in Canada? I live in Canada currently. I live in Victoria, British Columbia. Yeah. Dude, the weather is horrible out here. The weather is horrible out here. I was going to show you, but I'm also on a cam now. Mindy is Mindagus. You say I look, no, I know, but you say I look way bigger than him, but I'm not stronger than him. Dude, I would whoop Mindaugas. It wouldn't even be close. Obviously, I'm joking, but why was Mindaugas around me? Like, did you just like put us next to each other and just said I look bigger? It's not a fair comparison if you're just gonna say I look bigger than him. It's like Levon looks bigger than me. Can the U.S. become a province of Canada? What? I would take the universal healthcare. Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. Yeah, the healthcare is definitely better here, my dude. The healthcare is definitely better than here. All right, we're gonna end the poll. Team Fried won. So now we have to do scrambled versus fried. So when I'm gonna do fried, I'm gonna say flat eggs. So we're gonna do winner is Team Fried Eggs. We're gonna do flat, or we're gonna do Team Scrambled. All right, this is it, boys. This is the final question of the day. Oh, geez, you guys are jumping in on this one. We got scrambled and flat rolling here. It's so funny. Boil those wild, bro. Have you guys ever tried the ostrich eggs? Apparently, there's like 100 grams of protein in one. I like scrambled with butter too. If I can add cheese, yeah, but it's easier with my egg cooker. An egg cooker? Wow, that's insane. What are you ranked in provincials, and what are you planning to place this year? So last year I ranked 4th at provincials, but I'm planning on ranking 1st this year. 220-pound here in British Columbia. And the reason why I say that is I just beat the #1 ranked guy in British Columbia in Vegas. I'm telling you, these little skinny arms can do some work. If I don't place first, then top 3 for sure. I'm planning on coming in obviously strong, but if I do not place top 3, I would be very surprised. I'd honestly, knock on wood, but I'd be very surprised. Garrett, as long as Canada pays for a military budget too. Yeah, dude, we can't even pay our own budget. I'm in the military. They can't pay our budget. All of us only one province. Yeah, let's just do one province. We'll call it the Gulf of Canada and America or whatever. True. They would have our GDP to pay for it. LOL. I don't even know how I feel about having a king though. Mindaugas is 170 pounds and doesn't look like he even works out. If you had a public pin me for ass challenge, so many more people would try to in Mindy rather than you just based on your looks. Yeah, dude, I look great. I know I look pretty. I'm a handsome, sexy young man. They wouldn't do it for my face, that's for sure. No, but I know what you're saying. You need someone like Mindaugas, though, to just be hanging around being like, if you can pin me, then you can do what you want. Yeah, correction. Dayman is going to be big this year. Get that first. Yeah, no, that's the plan. Yo, we got 17 people in here. That's fuck. I was gonna take off here at 7, but I was gonna take off here at 7, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm gonna just move this over for a sec. Come on. Well, let's do this. Let's try this. A little bit better, maybe. Steve, welcome in the chat. Joe. Oh, Joe. Oh. Yo, Joe, we got Steve, Joe, Ryan, Drew, Garrett. We got a ton of people in here tonight. I wasn't even supposed to stream. I wasn't supposed to stream at all. And we're about to hit a record. 19 people would be an official record, I'm going to call it. 19 people would be an official record in this chat. Yeah. When you competing next? Provincials, April 26th. I do have a match this week. I have a match this Sunday, but I wouldn't consider that competing at all. I think it would be a good match, me versus Joe, though. We're both not that great, but can get it sometimes. Dude, Joe's good. Joe's strong. Joe underestimates himself, though. I will give him that. He's stronger than he looks. No, he looks strong, and he is strong, but he doesn't think he's that strong. I'm going to put my money on Joe, though. Yeah, we got 15 likes in here. We got 17 people. That is insane. We're literally pretty much 1 for 1. Jesus. I'm going to stay on for 5 more minutes. I want to see if we can beat this record. I'm going to choke here. 5 more minutes, and I'm out. We're at 16 people. All-time record's 18. Can we beat 18 here? It's going to be my first provincials this year. Any tips? Have you pulled amateurs before? Have you pulled any tournaments prior to provincials? People say that I'm stronger and better than I look often too. Okay. Wait till you see my match with Keanu later this year. Yeah. Joe, you weigh 280 pounds. Garrett, what's the best way to defend against a hook? Hook, you'd want some good cupping. You'd want good top pressure. So obviously in a hook, everything's being driven to the side. So I'd be putting back pressure. Pronation would be the first thing I would do. Getting control of that hand so that they don't dig in deep. I'm coming for you, Keanu. LOL. I mean, I hope you do. I really do. Ottawa Open has some going on, but got smoked on left. Yeah, Ottawa Open's coming up, is it? It's definitely something in my eyes to do in the future. Keep your wrist away from the hook. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Over here is where you want to be. I mean, Joe, you aren't my weight, 280 pounds. I know you do because the stronger I get, the stronger you get. It's exactly how it works. Ottawa Open is mid-November. Yes, that makes sense. Yeah. I was kind of thinking about possibly going. Very little chance. Like I'm talking little, but it's on my list for next year for sure. I definitely want to shoot the Ottawa Open. In fact, I actually think I would do well at the Ottawa Open. I really do. I definitely think I could creep my way up to the close to the finals. All right, 1 minute and a half left, boys, and I'm peacing out. So if you want, spam the chat. If we get more than 18 here, I'll stay a little bit longer. But we're at 15 right now, 15 likes. So do what you got to do. Like the video, hit the hearts, do whatever you got to do. Throw some fucking emojis on here. But yeah, I'm going to be peacing out here. I got the girlfriend's home. I'm going to spend some time with her. I got the dog. And I wasn't going to stream tonight anyway, so I figured I would come on here. Maybe we're not going to beat the record right now, but there's always next week. I think they had like 800 entries. That's crazy. Yeah, and to think about it, Nationals was over 900, so it's almost as large as a national tournament. That's crazy. We need to go to Arizona State in June. I know, man. I know. It's definitely it's in my thoughts. Like someone's going hard with the likes. We've got a lot of likes coming in right now. We have more likes than people in the chat. Unless if it breaks here within the next 30 seconds, I'm peacing out, boys. I'm sorry. But anyways, I guess I'm going to leave it there. I want to thank you guys, seriously, all for tuning in. Wasn't planning on doing the stream, but it turned out to be a really good time. We had a ton of people. Sunday evening chill out. I'm going to have the Road to Nationals video coming up in a couple days. It'll be between Tuesday and Wednesday morning. There's 3 things in that video that I'm incorporating moving forward that all of you guys can put into effect. That's going to take you to the next level. So I highly, highly recommend you guys take a watch. If you guys want to say bye in the chat, give your peace out signs. Let's go. I'm going to be peacing out. So Drew, Ryan says, see ya, man. See ya, buddy. Garrett, thanks for the live, man. Thanks for tuning in. Marc Olivier says, thanks again for the live. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Blade, awesome night to you and your girlfriend. Yes, I appreciate it all, guys. Seriously, thank you. I am peacing out. If you guys haven't liked the video, which I'm assuming you have, seriously, like it. How's the flying going? Good? How is the flying good? I will give an update on that soon, but it's I need good weather, man. I was supposed to fly on Sunday. It didn't happen. The weather shit the bed. Anyways, I'm going to let it go. See you guys. Love you all. I really appreciate you guys coming in, liking, guys, making it a good time. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Seriously, peace.